Brittney Griner admitting to unintentionally bringing cannabis oil into Russia and now facing
Hold
up
on.
to 10 years.
Admitting to unintentionally bringing? Hold on. How do you unintentionally bring
Shit.
You
cannabis
don't.
oil?
You don't. She knows she had it. See, okay, and that was one thing I wanted to actually bring up, right? Is it could have been staged. Russia could have put that on her, but the
Because they
fact
do that
that
consistently, yeah.
But the fact that they said it was multiple vapes as well as actual cannabis, yeah, that tells me she brought it. She brought it.
Oh.
Okay.
And then not only that.
So say that one more. Say that one more time. Say that one more time. I just want you to elaborate on that one more time.
Like, you know how we were talking about, like,
Your voice kind of cut off.
you know how we were talking about the cannabis could have been planted.
Can y'all hear him fine, or is it just me?
Oh yeah, no, I can hear him.
I mean, I can hear him.
Yeah, but like.
But is it kind of like, is his voice kind of like
low tone?
Yeah, like I don't know what you did, but your voice went down.
Yeah. It's like something's covering the mic or something.
Yeah.
It might have been my hand. My bad.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Now you sound better. Go.
Might have been my hand. But the fact that like Russia could have planted that shit on her, but the fact that they said it was multiple vapes as well as actual cannabis.
That's some hellified
so
shit.
Because there was too many. Okay, I see what you're saying. So because there was multiple different.
The average American smokes liquid cannabis as well as the actual product.
But to be fair,
the fact that they caught multiple vapes though tells me that he brought that shit. They would have, if they would have planted it, they would have only planted one because that would all they would need to get on her.
True, however, but you could also say if they really wanted to catch her up to make it into a big international, wouldn't it be better to go big or go home?
The fact that she said that she admitted to unintentional. How do you admit to bringing something that was unintentional?
Yeah, you don't. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, how do you unintentional? Just like you guys said, you kind of don't. Unless, like, let's say,
that right there tells me that she knew she had this shit.
Unless, let's say, you typically do that with, like her wife or whatever, and then her wife accidentally put in her bag, or like they're like, oh yeah, she forgot a vape, let me put it in her bag. Like, let's say you saw someone forgot something, you put it in just because you thought, you're like, hey, yeah, something like that could have happened, because that's realistically something that could happen. So you know what I mean? So that's something that could have happened. I'm not gonna say it happened, but that is something that could have happened. Like, if I saw you left your phone on the table and I saw your bag, I might just put your phone in your bag or something like that. Like, oh, you left your meds on the table. I'm gonna grab your meds, put it in your bag. You know what I mean? And like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I actually just said, there's a lot of stuff that could factor into this thing.
So I'm not like that. So I don't want to automatically say she's not. But however, that is a bailout where a lot of people say, I didn't mean to. They're capping. So I agree with you on that. Most people say, I didn't mean to do it. Most of the time they did do it. So I feel you on that.
The one thing that I sort of kind of dislike about these sort of kind of situations, but I guess it just comes with it just because it's the nature of the situation, is that I'm not gonna lie, there's a whole lot of reasons, there's a whole lot of reason to think that this could have happened or that could have happened and blase, and regardless of what the quote-unquote ruling is, we won't even truly know what the fuck happened. That's the thing that, gets me. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out in heaven, but yeah, I guess it's just it's hard to actually know what it is that happened, because like you said, even though I guess all they would really need is one vape. I mean, who's to say that their rationale wasn't, yo, let's go plant 5 of them there, make it look like she really did some shit, and that be that. And who's to say that she really was, I'm not going to say, I almost said silly, but let's just say she made the silly mistake of forgetting or whatever it is, that she got all those goddamn vapes in her. Who's to say? I don't know.
Oh, wait, I got one more thing for you.
What's
who's
up?
To say that they said, oh, if you plead guilty, we'll let you go early?
You see,
that is
that
something
too.
That happens too. Yeah.
Now, I also at the same time, now we're going to have to come across, I mean, she's probably going to have to come out and actually speak and admit that and say something about it. But yeah, that's you see, these situations are tricky.
So, that's why I was just kind of like, you know what I mean? But let's get back to the video. You feel me?
Yeah.
Let's get back to the video. Which is why I kind of like doing these videos once all this information is out, because then we can just make throughout the whole thing. Kind of sucks editing wise because now I have to edit a lot of videos. Like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like editing wise, it's annoying. It is annoying, right?
Hey, shoot,
But
you
just
better than me. I'm
simple-wise,
you better than me. I'm just putting the raw footage, everything from start to finish. Y'all getting that shit, cuz. Hope y'all go get y'all popcorn. It's gonna be a fucking movie.
well, to be fair, it's a podcast, so I guess it's simpler. You know what I mean? But I feel like just editing it, making shorts also helps. You know what I mean? Just
Oh
to
yeah.
get more because shorts do push. But that's besides the point. We'll talk about it some other time. Let's get back to it. Oh, I accidentally fast forward.
The surprise guilty.
Everybody ready?
We Gucci.
Pat? All right, cool.
The surprise guilty plea by WNBA star Brittney Griner admitting to unintentionally bringing cannabis oil into Russia and now facing up to 10 years in a Russian penal colony. Maggie Rulli joins us now with more on the potential strategy behind that plea. Good morning, Maggie.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, many experts are saying that this guilty plea was really the only outcome possible. This morning, Brittney Griner.
Yeah, see what I was saying?
Mm.
The only outcome that could possibly happen, because like you also got to remember the laws in Russia, like it's not the same like here in the U.S. So it could have been like, oh, you just admit you're guilty and get a lower sentence, or just keep pleading that you're not guilty, and and it could be worse for you. So that's something that could have happened too, right there. See what I'm saying?
To follow
Like
up your
saying,
point,
so like
she probably if she probably fought this, she probably could would have remained there for years.
Mm-hmm.
So okay.
It's kind of like if you're at a job, right, and you know your boss is doing something messed up and you shouldn't be doing this, but if you speak out on it, you can like get fired and lose your only sense of income. So now you just have to hold on to it till you get the chance to do something. You know what I mean? Or just take a momentary L to take a dub later. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like sometimes that happens where you can't say nothing because if you do, you just fail. You know? Sometimes you just got to take it, pulse.
Waking up in Russian custody for the 141st day after pleading guilty to drug charges, saying,
I would like to plead guilty on the charges, but I had no intention on breaking any Russian law.
Griner's facing up to 10 years.
Okay. Let's rewind that one more time. You heard that?
Yeah.
You heard the way she said it? I would like to plead guilty on the charges, but I had no intention on breaking Russian law. So like I said, it could go. It doesn't sound good.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Could be.
I think it could be just the second one, like I was talking about before, where she's done it multiple times, didn't know it was a law that she broke. You know what I mean? It could have been that. Like she's done it multiple times.
She might have finally just caught. Might have
Yeah.
finally.
Say it again.
Well, like I said, she might have finally just got caught.
Yeah.
But I had no intention on breaking any Russian law.
Griner's facing up to 10 years in prison. Seen here, ushered into court, shackled, and gripping a photo of her wife, Sherelle. Inside the courtroom, the 6'9" Phoenix Mercury Center was confined in a steel white cage. She's been in detention since February, after Russian police say they found vape cartridges in her luggage containing hashish oil, illegal in Russia. In court, Griner saying,
Hashish oil.
Hold on, let me see about that. Hashish oil?
Yes. Yeah, search that up real quick. Share your screen too.
Well, I got you.
Yeah. Did you know how to spell it?
It's kind
I
of
got-
it's kind of like the cartridges I have.
Ooh, okay. I pulled up something. Let me
Yeah,
share my
real
screen.
quick. Share screen.
You guys can see it?
Hold on, I'm going into it.
Alright, so it says oh wait.
It's still loading.
Oh, okay, no
It's still
problem.
loading. I can't see. Hold on, let me stop my stream. Let me stop my stream and then try looking into yours. Try canceling this and then open it back up.
Oh yeah.
This is just loading.
Alright,
Or you could paste it into the chat and then I let's see. Yeah.
wait, I just redid it again.
Yeah, we see it now.
Okay. So I wish they'd have had some like quick facts about this, like they typically do. But at least off to the right, Wikipedia, hash oil, cannabis oil, whatever, obtained by, extraction of cannabis concentrated containing many of its resins. A little bit of something.
Well, it's like I said, it's the stuff that I smoke in my pen. It's liquid weed, basically. Like,
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
it's the
Yeah, because
actual.
I'm not much of a like vape type of guy, if you know what I mean. I'm not much of a pen.
Yeah,
Personally.
so essentially, like it's still actually the weed. It's just a liquefied version of it.
Oh, just a different form.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like instead of like the actual like
it's
plant, instead
basically
of the
just
bud, it's
yeah,
extract.
Oh,
yeah. It's basically just liquid weed. It's just extract,
damn.
Okay.
but it's still actually weed though. That's what some people
Okay.
don't see. It's like it's actually still weed. It might be an extract, but it's actually still weed.
Yeah,
Okay.
because extract, because it's like literally the purest form. You know what I mean? Like in a
Yeah,
sense, it's like the purest form.
it is legal in America though, if that's what you're trying to figure out.
Yes,
Yeah.
so like that could just be like I said, just her not knowing what it seems like, because that's what her plea seems like it is. Like she
Yeah.
doesn't know, especially I believe she might be like in LA or something like that.
Yeah.
Especially in LA, like the rules are very different. Like if you were to go to like Florida and LA, like you just can't just get weed anywhere and smoke it.
But
Yeah.
here in America, we still have regulations. Like you can only carry so much of it on you. Like you
Yeah.
can only carry a certain amount of plants. Like
They
But to be
probably.
fair, it could be medical, but you also got to remember she is a sports player, and a lot of
it
sports
could
players
be
use it to
medical, but
medical. And
regardless
she's
of
wait, let me get on top of that. Let me get on top of that. I'll let you talk after this one. And the reason why I say it could be medical is because remember, like let's say she's going to be there for 1 to 2 months. She's going to need the stash that can hold her on for that much, especially after doing strenuous activity and then having to go back to the U.S. She needs enough to hold her over. So to be fair, having a decent amount does make sense if it's in that sense. You know what I mean? Because most sports players do that. But go on what you were saying.
I'm so high, I can't even remember what I was about to say.
Well,
See, look, do
I,
we have to get you caught up too?
I'm
Hmm?
good.
Hold on.
What I'll say is, I get what I get why she would have it. Again, it's not like it's common for whether you be a football player, NBA player, whatever player that you smoke weed to help you get through the pain.
And
But
right, and although even if that's what I was actually gonna say. My bad for interrupting you.
oh yeah, no,
No, go ahead.
go
Even if
go. Hey,
it
listen, you probably you gonna put it way better than I'm gonna put it. Go ahead.
even if you do have it prescribed to you, like officially, the fact being is it's still illegal there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which is just her not knowing the rules at
Yeah,
the end of the day. That's just her getting caught up because she's done it multiple times and it hasn't been the issue. It ain't broke, so I don't need to fix it. And then
yeah.
she got caught up, and
He could have literally just not have known.
and to be fair, if it wasn't the whole thing with the U.S. and Russia kind of having issues, she probably would have had more leverage to just being able to leave, honestly. But because we're already having an issue, and I'm pretty sure they were just looking for something, which clearly with the results that's been happening, they were just looking for a way for us to f up, for them to get leverage. Because like the other lady said before, right? Let's not try to make this a big issue so that
Yeah,
they don't
if
have
it
leverage
becomes
on
a
this.
big
But
political issue, then Russia's going to use it as leverage.
and that's what they did, and I think that's why. Because we had
And
so
that's
many
exactly what
WNBA standing out, so many other people say it's not fair, and then
But
other
that's
like we're
exactly
also
what they did,
feminists
though.
and
Wait,
You
hold on.
traded a fucking basketball player for a goddamn black market merchant. Bro.
we'll get more on that. We'll get more on that,
Yeah,
bro. Because
I'm not gonna hold you.
Feminist
We might have to
I want
skip to that because that is when
we're gonna
people
get
think
to that
about that,
soon.
it's a little crazy. I'm not gonna hold you.
No, we're gonna get to that soon, but let's just get let's go through order. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to that pretty soon. So let's finish this video real quick.
It was a mistake.
I was in a rush packing, and the cartridges accidentally ended up in my bag.
Griner's
Oh
lawyer
no, I don't believe that, B.
Accidentally, yeah.
I was
No,
in a
she
rush and the
definitely.
cartridges accident. That could have been a thing. Honestly, I don't. I don't
No.
want to say it's just complete cap,
T-Dog.
but that could have been a
T-Dog.
thing. She could have just been rushing
T-Dog.
and take things off the top of her dome.
T-Dog.
But
T-Dog.
I don't believe it. But that is the thing. You just take the things off the top of the dome, off of muscle memory. You feel me?
T-Dog.
I don't believe that.
T-Dog. It's something about the way she said it that the shit don't sound like that happened.
Yeah,
That don't sound like that happened.
I feel you. She didn't say it with the confidence she normally has.
No, not even the confidence. It's the conviction. It don't sound like it just, you just put the shit in the bag. No, it sounds like you really motherfucking got caught. And now it sounds like you're saying it because you have to say it. Regardless of who's telling you to say it, it sounds like you're saying it because someone told you to say it now. And I get that, like, one's not going to sound enthusiastic because you're being detained. You're not. No one's going to be the happiest to be.
I was making a joke. I was making a joke on that. I wasn't serious.
Oh,
I
wait.
wasn't serious.
Oh,
that
Paul.
That was a bad joke.
No. That wasn't in response to. I don't think I caught what you had said, but that wasn't in response.
I said she didn't say it with. I said she didn't say it with. Oh my god. I said she didn't say it with the confidence that she normally says. Like what she said with the whole thing, like, a little bad. That's what I meant. Like, she didn't say it with the confidence. You feel me? It was a joke I was saying because she was talking about earlier. She had so much confidence and swagger when she was just talking about the thing. Like, what was that confidence now? Like, in a joking way. You feel me?
Well,
but no, I agree with you on that. Like, but it happens sometimes though. Like, generally it happens sometimes where like you're rushing and you just pick up things off of muscle memory, and that is something that happens. Like, you ever just pick up things and you look at it like, why did I bring this with me? I don't need this.
Nah.
That's happened to me before. You know what I mean?
Now pause.
When
I'm
you're
gonna say
rushing,
this.
just
Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring up. I'm gonna bring up some more distinctions. There's a difference between the quote unquote it happens and what happened in this case. Again, that does not sound like that happened in this case.
Yeah, I feel you. That's why I said that's cap. It's just the way she said it and the way she's talking. She sounds like someone is like, I've been told to say this, so I'm saying this, so I get a lighter sentence. That's what it sounds like to me. It's just the way she's talking. It don't sound like, you feel me? Like, the way she's saying it just ain't adding up. Like, listen, like, the tone of her voice. Like, I understand. I don't know. It just feels like I got caught. It's like, what happened?
Now, also, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up I'm gonna bring this point up to also continue the theme of ambiguity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, one, I guess we're still looking at it from the perspective of she really fucking did it, and someone told her to say it.
Yeah, both. I'm just saying for both.
Or let's say they fucking they planted it on her. And I tell you this, even if somebody got something planted on them and they were being told what to say, they probably would not deliver the lines. They would deliver the line that they needed to, but they probably wouldn't deliver it convincingly, or
like she's doing right now. Essentially.
Yeah, or that might be an intentional thing to sort of kind of like. Oh, go ahead.
Like I said, I doubt they would have put multiple vapes in that bag.
But to be fair, they're in a bad situation, so they could have, like you said, I hear what you're saying, but like I said before, they could have just done that to like make it seem more realistic. You know what I mean? To really plant it, because they clearly was trying to get something out of this. So I'm not saying that that's what they did, but there is that thing. Like, if you really want to make it really believable, so that you can really get them caught up. Like, I'm gonna for example, like. Let's say a guy or a girl, they had a bad breakup, right? And they're like, oh, so you think you're just gonna I'm gonna ruin your life so that you never have someone as good as me, so you come back looking for me. In a sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's pettiness. They could have done it with OD pettiness. That is a thing. You see what I'm saying?
But even still, this is it's let's just, if nothing else, it's notable. It's noticeable.
Yeah, the way she said it, it just doesn't sound realistic. It sounds like it was scripted. Like, she said it just she said it because she was forced to say it, or she said it because it's like as a little kid when you get in trouble and you're supposed to say sorry to the kid that you did something. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. You don't really mean that. You're just saying that because you're just trying to get out the situation. And they told you to say it. You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like to me. But hey, that's just me. I don't know about y'all. What about you, Rob? You've been quiet a little bit.
Like, listening into what you guys were saying, I mean, I really don't have like much thoughts about this whole like process, but I am on the side, like, she knew what she had coming, like bringing the drugs in and whatnot.
How do you feel about her
I'm
statement?
just agreeing, like, with the sides of like what you guys are saying.
How do you feel about the statement? Like, do you feel like
It's fake.
yeah, kind of like when a Twitch streamer, kind of like when a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer releases an apology videos, like
we're sorry.
Oh, speaking of which, that
That's
reminds
not
me
part.
of
Yeah.
yes, but also there was a streamer who released an apology video for doxing somebody. This is what this reminds me of. I'm sorry, I didn't really know. That's what it kind of reminds me of. What's her name? Nadia, your favorite streamer, Patrick. Nadia. She doxed somebody on Twitch and then released an apology video.
My favorite streamer ever.
But let's finish this. We can always talk about that. That's a good topic for another day. But let's finish this video.
I don't like talking about that bitch. Dude.
I know. Calm down. Don't calm down. Like, come on. Now you trying to get us caught up. Like,
listen.
Now I gotta go out of my way to delete this.
Listen, you turned homeboy up, bro.
Now he can still turn.
I hear
up while turning up the filter.
So annoying. I'm tired of hearing that name.
Bro, calm down. Like, we all know you have a secret love for her. Let me stop. Let's stop. Let's stop.
You see? And you did it again.
No, that's on me. Word. That's on me. All right, word.
Saying it was a mistake.
I was in a rush packing, and the cartridges accidentally ended up in my bag.
Griner's lawyer is outside of court saying accountability was important to her.
Considering her personality and that she's a role model to many people, to many young people, she just thinks she should be responsible for her actions.
Experts say a guilty plea may also help speed up what many see as an inevitable outcome, negotiations.
It will get
an inevitable outcome. How do y'all feel about that? It might speed up, like you see that? It might speed up the inevitable outcome. How do you feel about that, Rob?
Maybe Russia just don't know how to use words.
No, like, just tell me, like, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Like, just generally. Just be 100% honest. Just be unfiltered right now.
The video sounds scripted.
Okay, when they say inevitable outcome, I really think that's being over dramatic. I think over dramatic is the first thing I think of.
But at the end of the day, it is Russia, so they're kind of dramatic with their things, like, you know what I mean? So
I don't think the punishment was unjust, but the amount of time was for sure.
Yeah, it's the severity of the punishment that is crazy, in personal opinion. You know, especially, like, that's why I said it's just crazy, because 10 years, dog, bro?
But at the same
you
time...
licked my pinky toe wrong. Now I'm sending you to jail for 10 years.
But at the same time, I don't know, like, I mean, I definitely get what you guys are saying, but I think just, like, court systems worldwide do that. Like, I know there's certain things within the U.S. where, like, if you, I don't know, like, what you, trespass or some shit, you pay X amount of dollars, or you could face up to 10 years in prison.
To be fair, in the trespassing, bro, they have the signs all over. It's like passing a stop sign without stopping. Like, that's on you. Trespassing signs are dead ass all over. They make it very clear. You know what I'm saying?
Now, pause. Now, there was a key thing you said. That's on you. Right? Now, I get that, you know, trespassing and this, you know, my fault, y'all, for all the phones. But,
no, you good.
Like, you know, I know the trespassing, there isn't a whole lot of signs saying, you know, don't smoke marijuana. But at the same time, that's one of those implied, it's still going back to, yo, Brittney, please, for the love of God, realize that you are not in the United States. I know that you've been over to Russia about a couple of times, probably several times, but please have a little bit more awareness as to not just forget that you got cartridges and put them in the fucking bag and walked into the airport all willy-nilly like shit's just gonna be alright. Because, Paul, I'll say this, that, like, walking in with cartridges, that's not going to fly over here. Why the fuck would it fly over in Russia? Part of me for getting a little excited. But, yo, what the... it still just goes back to... I just go back to that point. It's like, what... what... I know that she probably flies often. Not probably. She definitely does,
So
because
she
they
definitely
got
does because
games
she's
here and
had
there.
like 7 years superstar, and she's been going there for a while to make her ends meet. So yeah, she's been flying for a little minute. So yeah, I think it just comes down to habit, honestly, for me.
My
I think it's just
thing,
habit.
but this is my thing. That wouldn't fly over here. Like, that wouldn't fly over
Yeah.
here. Why would that fly over there? That's the biggest.
I
That's
don't
the
know.
biggest thing.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. Cause like maybe I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Jeez,
No.
that
Let's get back to the
I'm
movie.
just I
don't
might
know.
repeat that several times, but that really
I agree with
dawned on me.
I agree.
I'm a fall back, y'all. I'm a fall back for a little
No,
bit.
I agree with you to that point. I do agree with you that it's like if it won't fly in most places in the U.S., what makes you think you're gonna get away for it in a place that is less free as the land of the free?
Not to
Like if you were to do what she did, would not taken for the whole activists with the whole pledge allegiance and stuff like that. If you would have done that in Russia, it would not have came out the same way.
I was
Because we're in a land of free, she's allowed to do that.
I was
If
about
she
to
did
say,
that in Russia, it would not be the same. And
oh,
I just think that comes down to, in a sense, privilege. Because as U.S. citizens, just in the U.S. as Americans, we're very privileged, extremely privileged.
this is I don't
That's
mean to
something
get
that
on
Russia does not.
I don't mean to get on my red, white, and blue horse, but I think that just over, like, I'm not gonna say that I want to have enough respect for all the countries in the world and say that if not everyone, a lot of them are great. All right, but I am going to say the U.S. does set a particular standard, enough so to the point that, again, like you said, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can say here that you can't say, not even say, just do here that you can't even do elsewhere, and that ultimately goes to show
Privilege.
you just how much the U.S. has succeeded, or I'm not even gonna say succeeded, has put in enough work somewhere in the whole process of the U.S. being U.S. Everybody has came together and put in enough work somewhere as to whereas things that would be would be a really freaking big deal. You're definitely getting punished for this certain thing. It's not a big deal over here.
Yeah, I agree with that. That just comes like the land of the free. Let me stop. But that just comes down to that. It just and that's a huge difference. Like you're not in the land of the free. You're not in no freedom of speech. No, like you get like they don't play that. You're like there's But hey, let's get back to the video.
Mm-hmm.
Get her closer to the verdict that we know the Russians will give, which is guilty. That will allow for the next phase to occur and potentially a break for her, perhaps in the diplomacy.
In court Thursday, a letter from President Biden hand-delivered to Griner, responding to her plea for help, where she wrote, "I'm terrified I might be here forever. Trevor Reed knows all too
I mean, they said 10 years, so I wouldn't even say forever, but I get it. Like a decade is a long time.
You got dang right.
Yeah, so it's like I get it. Like I understand the exaggeration because like, bro, you're gonna be here for a decade. That is forever. Because like she's like what 30
now. Also
So
pause.
We just broke like a decade and some odd years of knowing each other, bro. So
yeah, so it's like that's a long time because like she's like 30, so by then not only will she lose all her forms of income, it'll be a negative stigma on her, and she won't be the same level of player caliber, so she just completely wasted her prime a decade. She's not LeBron.
Not only,
but what were you saying? What were you saying?
I was about to say this, like 10 years out in the free world and 10 years in prison locked up is two totally different things.
Yeah, no, I know you're right. I'm just saying, like, that's why I said she said forever, and I'm like, that's a bit like I've exaggerated, but at the same time, no, it's not. Like being 10 years somewhere that you don't want to be, where you're getting, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I get it. Like that, like sometimes just like if you ever just not like if you go to work and you don't want to be here, you just look at the time, it's like, bam, it's only been 30 minutes. I have to be here for like 2 more hours, you know? So it's like, I understand, like, in that sense, yeah, bro, that is basically forever. Yeah. Especially since she was complaining about the beds before.
I could barely survive 8 hours when I was thrown in a jail cell for 8 hours.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Jeez Louise.
Well, the reality of being a Russian prisoner, detained for nearly 3 years.
There's pretty horrible conditions there. There's rats, food there to be, really bad. In the summer, it's very hot there. There's no air conditioning, obviously, or even fans inside of those cells. They do not like Americans, and they don't try to hide that.
In her letter, Griner pleading with the president, please don't forget about me and the other American detainees, which include.
Well, apparently they did. They didn't take any of the other detainees.
No, sir.
But also now to go to that point, I know that a lot of people are getting on the U.S. Now I don't necessarily know if the U.S. fought for. I guess we're trying to get those other people.
I believe they would have. I believe they would have.
I was about to say, yeah, no. It sounds like everybody's making the assumption that like the U.S. went in like, yeah, we need Brittney Griner. And they didn't discuss the other two people. I
believe that they did. I believe that they did discuss it, but I think we should wait till we go to like that topic. I believe that they did discuss it.
I'm a fall
back. We're about to go to that topic right now, so let's just finish this video and get to that topic.
Oh yeah.
Former Marine Paul Whelan, who's been detained for over 3.5 years.
I hope that President Biden and his administration will do everything possible to get both, Brittney and Paul out of Russia, and that they will do that immediately.
The White House press secretary said Brittney's guilty plea will have no impact on negotiations. They also said that they're doing everything they can to bring not only Brittney Griner, but also Paul Whelan home. TJ?
Yeah, there are dozens of Americans around the world actually being detained unlawfully, some would say, and wrongfully. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone.
So it's like, yeah, that kind of sucks. But let's go. Let's look at this one.
Growing calls for the release of Brittney Griner. The WNBA superstar is due in a Russian courtroom this morning on drug charges as fans rallied last night to bring her home. Our chief global affairs anchor Martha Raddatz is tracking the story from Washington. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, George. Lawyers in Russia this morning say they hope to have a verdict within a month, but each day the pressure to gain.
No, not this one.
Are we also going to talk about Brittney Griner's homecoming party?
Yeah, we can talk about that. After we talk about.
Oh boy, yeah.
We can talk about that. I heard it was different.
Yeah, it was way different. Okay, yeah.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Patrick, it's the Krusty Krab. Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, it's Patrick.
Patrick, you still got yourself muted, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool.
I'm dealing with dog right now.
Dog off. I heard.
This is a special report. Here's Savannah Guthrie and Hoda Kotb.
Good morning, everybody. We are following breaking news at this hour out of Russia, nearly 10 months after her arrest and incarceration there. WNBA star Brittney Griner is headed home.
Yeah, breaking and welcome news. Russia has agreed to a prisoner swap with the U.S. We're going to go straight to NBC's chief foreign affairs correspondent, Andrea Mitchell. She has these breaking details. Andrea, what can you tell us?
Good morning, Savannah and Hoda. Well, according to a senior administration official, Brittney Griner is free after 294 days in Russian captivity. The last month spent in one of Russia's notoriously harsh penal colonies. She was traded for Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout, who Vladimir Putin has been trying to get back, and who had served 11 years of a 25-year sentence in the U.S. President Biden signed off on the trade, even though it meant leaving another American, businessman Paul Whelan, behind bars in Russia. Over the weekend, Secretary of State Antony Blinken saying the U.S. has been actively engaged in discussions with Russia about a possible prisoner swap to free Brittney Griner and Paul Whelan.
We have to see if the engagements that we've had, discussions that we have, produce an actual result.
Griner, the 32-year-old WNBA superstar, has spent nearly 10 months in Russian custody. Arrested at a Moscow airport in February, she admitted to bringing less than a gram of medicinal cannabis into the country.
Huh?
Run that back.
Less than a gram of medicinal in February. She admitted to bringing less than a gram of medicinal cannabis into the country, but said she never intended to break any law. Her plight sparked
Hold on. That's not adding up.
We heard 5 cartridges originally.
Yeah, Pat.
5 cartridges and the amount of weed they caught would probably, because I mean, the cartridges aren't super big, so 5 of them still probably wouldn't even be a gram.
Oh,
okay.
It was probably the actual fucking trees that she had on her that made that gram.
But the way that they're making it seems like that less than that. She said less than that much amount. So if that being the case, then it's not as much as we thought it was. So then that even makes the, but that even proves the fact that it's even bigger of an OD sentence. See what I'm saying? That makes it less than it actually was. Like original, like you was thinking, Zach. We thought it was like a lot more because the way that they stated it, it made it seem like it was multiple grams.
Okay.
But if it's even less than a gram, then our statement before where it flying the US that you made before, then that statement is kind of invalid. Then it seems like like she just got hold.
Wait, no, pause. Because I get that it's less than a gram, but let's not act like there are like we don't have states that has the no fly that policy of no marijuana period. We got 50 states. Not all of them are on board with marijuana. All right, the only ones that have it.
I completely understand that, but 10 years in a no, bro, like 10 years is a bit crazy.
Oh yeah.
In a penal colony, 10 years is a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Like I said, like the punishment isn't unjust, but the time.
It's the severity of the punishment.
But
like,
also,
the punishment itself isn't unjust.
But
they would have said like a year or 2.
Yeah, they would have said like a year or 2. Fuck it, keep her.
Oh, damn. Okay, goddamn. My dog said, yo, she got to learn her lesson. But no. I'm still like, damn, fuck. I forgot my point. Fuck it, never mind. Just keep going. I forgot my point.
You pulled the Pat. Are you on less than a gram of cannabis?
I'm currently under the influence of a lot more than that, I'll tell you that.
Oh man, maybe we should do total Russians and stuff.
Maybe we can send me to Russia with it in my body.
Okay, matter of fact, okay, it came back to me. Shit, fuck, it left me. Never mind. Okay, just keep going. Just This
nigger's
dumb.
Wait, no. Okay. Before I mess around and forget. All right, I know I mentioned the whole thing.
Before you mess around and forget, you already forgot.
No. I got it for real. I was about to say the whole point about like how I mentioned the trespassing example about how essentially like on one end like you pay whatever money for trespassing, but there's still the far end of you got to spend. Or you could spend X amount of time in prison. Like
I don't think they have money wise over there. Like I think that's more of like American thing, honestly.
No, like what I'm saying is like that far end. You gotta like for this petty crime or this one little mess up or whatever. Like we have that here where like if like potentially if the judge is feeling a certain kind of way, you could fuck around and spend 25 in prison. Or 15.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like in other countries, you get your hand chopped off.
Yeah,
like
but even here, like it written like in the laws. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. My fault.
No, like here in America, we have first offense. Like after that, you're toast. Like,
yeah, and if you're caught unguilty, then we have a law that doesn't allow you to be charged for that same thing that you was charged that you were unguilty for.
So like if you commit murder here in the U.S.
and it's found unguilty, you can never get
never get charged for murder again. So you can literally just go around killing people by technicality.
Well, hold on, pause. Let's not go crazy. You can't. You listen.
It's true though. It's one of the commandments. It's literally it would end up.
Y'all. It's
as long as you don't upgrade to mass murder, then you should be fine.
Yeah, as long if it's a similar range, then they're gonna be like, oh, we found that person not guilty, so we doubt he's doing it. See what I'm saying?
No,
so like,
wait, no.
It's
pause.
not like you can't get it again. It's more on the fact that to that level of degree without affinity of
y'all, no, y'all,
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all, that whole murder someone, no, that's for a particular person. So like, let me pose an example. So
No,
say
I know it has to be with that person. Like I'm not saying like other people. I'm saying like if that person tries to do it again, right?
Yeah,
Tries to
specifically, think
that
of it as
person.
character down.
Yeah. We're not talking about like, oh, you can't just go and commit murder somewhere else and then find out. Like, no, I'm talking about for that specific person. I see what you mean.
Oh, yo,
Yeah,
I,
you're thinking
I
like,
thought
oh,
y'all,
yeah.
I thought y'all was saying, yo, if you fuck around and beat murder once, you good. I was like,
You
what
good
the
for life.
what?
No,
I was like,
'cause,
what?
come on,
No.
I know, because especially for you, because you're in the whole scene of all of that. Yeah,
Yo, I was about to say, I was like, nah, please, y'all,
that's what you're
don't
studying.
tell me that. Nah, it's cool. It's
Because that's what you're studying. So that's all. I was like, yeah, I feel you. Like
yeah.
the way it was said, I feel you.
Oh man.
Fuck around and find out.
Shit.
Shit.
So, if you were to get charged with mass genocide and then found not guilty, could you actually just kill the whole world after that? Then?
No, because then there would be if you kill the whole. Honestly, if the whole world's dead, you can't do anything about it. The whole world's dead.
I'll redone it with my image. Or
Oh,
not my image.
okay, Madara. Like Yagami. Like what? This turned into the Death Note real quick.
Jeez, Louise, man.
Right?
Someone ruined that thing yesterday and closed it, and that motherfucker's still alive. That book's a ripoff.
I'm gonna take a potato chip and eat it, face ass.
I wrote someone's name in my death note yesterday and closed it, and that motherfucker's still alive. I want my money back.
I'm so done. It was a fake. It was me, Barry.
Yeah.
Hey. Let me stop, bro. Let's get back to the video. I think we're scaring Zach Attack here.
Nah, no. I'm really thinking. I'm like, damn, how the fuck did we end up here?
It's just a comment.
My brain, bro. My shit goes sideways sometimes. Man.
No, it's just like a comment, and it just goes one way. Then we just make jokes on it. It happens, bro. But let's get back to the video.
Improv, essentially.
It's okay. That's the stupid he was talking about earlier. Let me stop. Ain't no way. Why'd you sound like you was moaning, my G? We need to talk about that, bro. You sound like you know what you sounded like, bro? Like that, like you know what he sounded like? Like the girl just bro, like a girl like just got like just chilling. The girl just chilling, and then just like got stuck up the butt. Like, what are you doing, step bro? Let me stop. What are you doing, step bro? That was that moment.
Man, that was my old PSN. I might go back to that. All right, let's get back to this video.
I was about to say, you know how crazy of a turn. We was talking about murder. We talk about Brittney Griner. Now somebody done fucked around and moaned. You know what? Let me shut up. We on to the video.
Talking about Led Zeppelin for all we know.
Right?
I'm done.
Ain't no way, bro. Hada. Let me stop.
I'm actually not gonna do that one.
We have produced an actual result.
Griner, the 32-year-old WNBA.
Discussions that we have produced an actual result.
Griner, the 32-year-old WNBA superstar, has spent nearly 10 months in Russian custody. Arrested at a Moscow airport in February, she admitted to bringing less than a gram of medicinal cannabis into the country, but said she never intended.
Yo, you good?
What's up?
I was about to say, you good? Wait, was that everybody good? The
No,
video?
my fault. I just got something. A distraction just popped up.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, you good? I'm good now.
10 months in Russian custody. Arrested at a Moscow airport in February, she admitted to bringing less than a gram of medicinal cannabis into the country, but said she never intended to break any law. Her plight sparked an outpouring from her family, teammates, and fans. Griner's wife, Sherelle.
I'm frustrated that my wife is not going to get justice. I know you all are frustrated too, that's why you're here.
Sentenced to 9 years in prison.
Who be fair?
Yo.
Yo.
Are you gonna say what I think you gonna say?
I'm gonna have to be that guy.
I think you about to say what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say I support you. I second the motion.
All right. So what do you think I'm gonna say? Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
I thought you were about to say something like, I get we wanted Brittney home. I'm glad she is home. In that video right there, right? And the wife said, we want her back. The support for Brittney. That stadium was pretty fucking empty.
It just like I'm just saying, bro. It's like it didn't look like as many people as like yeah. Like there's some people that are there. They want to support it because they believe she want to be home. But if we would have, based off the backlash, I don't think people really wanted her home as much for what we gave. But I'm just. The stadium didn't look like oh bro, like look at this, man. Look at this. Ain't no. I hope that this is just the back angle and like the front angle is where all the people are.
Nah,
but I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like
no. Because take it a couple seconds before that. Back when they were sitting on the bench.
There's a few people. Yeah, we got family here.
Intended to break any law. Her plight sparked.
Yeah, we got.
Okay.
Maybe this is the VIP seat.
Okay, pause. Now, I think that was at a WNBA game, in which, we see people.
It does look like.
That's a good angle.
Chair, so it might have been the same thing. It might be the same thing.
Griner's wife.
It might have been the same day.
No.
Yeah. See.
Nah. Yeah. I think those were at two different times. I think that was at what's it called? That was at a WNBA game, or maybe even later. But you know what? Maybe they chose specifically to speak.
Rewind it a little bit.
Oh.
Keep going. Go back to all the crowd of people. Oh, there's no date there.
Yeah, it's on July 6th.
Because the other one said July 6th. This one, there's no date.
Not only that,
to see if there was a date there.
Yeah, because the other one says July 6th. Actually, go forward. July 6th.
Fucking.
But it seems like it's the same place because the logo looks like the same. If I'm not mistaken.
Nah, but like I'm listening to like the stuff in the background. It sounds like there's a game. Like not like they're playing. But like, at least it's like it's going on.
That could have been a halftime because you see, like I don't know.
Yeah, but even still, WNBA games. Oh, what happened?
Yeah, it's definitely the same logo. So I feel like it could have been done after the game, or maybe like halftime, or like so after the game was over, some people stayed longer to be in the video, or maybe they did a more private things later on. I don't know.
Matter of fact, you want to know something? I'm gonna say this. This point, I'm not gonna harp too much on it because there's still the homecoming. And I tell you this might be, we might be able to pick it apart. There's no picking apart the homecoming party. I'll tell you that much.
All right.
I tell you that much. So I'm gonna fall back.
All this video is going to show us is just how corrupt fucking the USA is.
Let's find out.
That my wife is not going to get justice.
She's very pretty though. I'm not gonna lie. She's pretty.
I know you all are frustrated too. That's why you're here.
Sentenced to 9 years in prison, Griner appealed,
I'm here just because I'm
pleading for
curious.
leniency from behind bars.
This has been a very traumatic experience waiting for this day.
But she was denied. President Biden last month.
I'm telling you, I am determined to get her home and get her home safe.
Well, what about our two other Marines?
The other American held by Russia will not be coming home. Paul Whelan, a former Marine, a businessman, detained 4 years ago, is serving a 16-year prison sentence after being accused of spying.
Okay, so hold on. So that's how you know it's OD. She got less than a gram, and she got 10 years, which is 6 less than what he got for being accused as a spy, which we all know that's not the same thing. So that's what I mean by this was set up. They did that just.
Pause.
Yeah.
So listen.
That's what I mean. They did this specifically because they knew that they can get us to trade for it because they knew the backlash with the WNBA. No jokes aside, the WNBA. like they're very vocal, and nobody really calls them on their BS. You know what I mean?
Pause.
So I feel like they knew this, and especially with all the way that the WNBA was just like they said before, let's not try to make this too big of a deal. It became a big deal.
Not only that, y'all. I think another thing that factors in. I don't know if this is the case worldwide, but it's definitely in the U.S. It might be this case over in what is considered Western countries. But the whole gender war thingy going on,
yeah, but if that's the case, she would have had less of a sentence.
No, pause. No. I'm saying, like, as far as the pressure on U.S. to get Brittney home.
Oh yes, because the whole thing,
and especially, I'm not gonna say that it explains everything, but keep in mind who was sent home and who was left back in Russia. The woman came home. The man stayed back.
Because if you pay attention to most of the backlash about not getting the spy, most of it comes from males and not women.
And as far as like I like as far as who wanted Brittney home. I'm not to say that men and women didn't want them home.
It was mainly the WNBA players and the female feminists in the society. No offense to them, but it was mainly them. Like most of the guys were like, "Oh, that sucks," but GG's, good luck.
So again, I also think that Russia was aware of that. But my fault. Sound like somebody else was about to go ahead.
Nah, but the woke culture is crazy. Yeah, go ahead. Pat, say what you're gonna say.
Hold on.
3 hours later.
It was right there on the tip of my tongue.
All right, so okay, what about you, Rob? What do you think? What we said?
What, the woke culture and everything?
Yeah, because like I feel like that played a degree to it. It looks like because like the whole woke culture kind of went in our movies and everything. What do you think on that?
Yeah, I think like really the whole Me Too movement thing is really getting on the rise of what we are seeing in like movies, TV shows, and even like real life situations, and it's really I don't know how to say it. I mean,
out of hand, out of pocket.
Yeah, well, controversial is what I want to say, but I don't know.
I agree with you.
It was majority. It was mainly the WNBA and the feminists that blew this shit to the proportion that it was at, to the point of exchanging for a fucking black market merchant.
That's crazy.
They literally said on the motherfucking news to not blow the shit up to be used as political fucking leverage. And what did they do? They blew it the fuck up and made it political leverage.
God damn.
Yeah, because honestly, I feel like we could have gone to spy with her if they didn't make such a big deal. And that's exactly what they did. Because the feminist groups, the WNBA, the news, the rallies, the Black Lives Matter, especially the Black Lives Matter,
but
like they blew this into such a big proportion. In my personal opinion, it reminds me of like a George Floyd situation, honestly.
Yeah.
Which is not the same.
Yeah.
Although I'ma just say, again, we have something to talk about with the homecoming. I'ma keep re-emphasizing that.
Bringing that up till
we have something to talk about with this homecoming party.
All right, I haven't seen it. I heard it was wild.
But also, I'm gonna say this as well, because y'all, I know somebody mentioned something about the 10 years for the weed and 16 for the spyware.
That was me. It makes no sense because the spy. It was me and Pat. It was like 16 years for the spy, 10 years for the weed. That right there, they OD'd it. Because if it's only 6 years from being caught a spy, which is literally taking government secrets and taking it away, that is obviously a higher offense.
Spying is literally a fucking war crime.
Exactly. So the fact that it's only 6 years apart, which means that Russia they OD'd it just to make it so that they knew that we would take it out of context. They knew that it would mess with us for that. Because that's what I'm saying. You see what I mean? Also, I don't understand. She said 6 years, but not like it was like 6 years, 2 to 6 years. Okay, cool. 1 to 6 years. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But they said up to 10 years.
Well, yeah, that's up to, and that's, I guess it goes back to the blowing it out of proportion. Up to 10, not that they said, yo, Brittney, you have 10.
But that's the thing though. If you know it's not gonna be at 10 years, you're not gonna say that. like for example, when someone gets up to 25 years of prison, right? Or what they're telling you that they're when they say that is because they're saying that this is going to be a high ball. Because if after the whole thing happened and they did the trial and stuff like that,
sometimes,
they wouldn't have said up to 10 years.
Nah, sometimes no. Pause. Sometimes when they mention the highest amount that you could get punished, not all the time is that that's a high likelihood. No, that it's to give off that impression.
Let me phrase that. I know it's more of a scare tactic. I agree with that. So it's like to get you to like talk or get you like to like to corroborate. I understand that, right?
Yeah.
But if you pay attention just the way that they're doing it, right? The way that they're doing it, and the fact that they didn't say he's getting up to 16 years. They said he's for sure getting 16 years. See what I'm saying? And for that half a gram, for them to say up to, which means they're playing it up. They know it's not supposed to be up to. That's what I'm saying. It seems like they're playing it up just to get a rise out of us. Knowing that. Okay, see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying out of that. It seems like they gave this hyperbolic statement. They gave this hyperbole statement.
They knew what they were doing.
Knowing that it's an unfair, just thing to make us react a certain way. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
They knew it was going to make the WNBA and the feminists fucking lash out. They knew.
Why does it say 16? Wouldn't it just be like, oh yeah, he can get up to 25? Because the level of degree is not a 6-year difference for what he did and what she did. So wouldn't it be like, oh, he can get up to 25? But if you look at the stuff, it never said he can get up to 25.
Like,
it consistently said 16 years, 16 years, 16 years, 16 years.
It's even because like spying can get you fucking killed in
on site. Murdered on site.
Like, the man's lucky to be alive, yes.
Literally.
But the fact that he's getting a solid 16 for being accused, not
they haven't even confirmed that he did it. He's accused. So
but, and I guess that'll somewhat factors into what we're talking about. Like in the same way that hell, I guess is very we don't even know if Brittney really did the shit. We don't know if he really did it, but he got that. He got that 16. Unless Biden
on an accusation, it's not even confirmed. But Brittney, she confirmed and plead guilty, and then they still gave her that.
He admitted they had evidence, like.
Now when you put it like that, going back to the whole what seems to be the gender war that's going on, that makes things look a little bit things look a little funny in the light.
Yeah.
To get her back. Why? Because they knew it was going to get a rise out of the WNBA and all the fucking feminists.
And then not only that,
the WNBA go crazy.
And then not only that, if Biden does decide,
hold on.
Man,
one at a time.
Like you don't hear a single man talking about this case, talking about her, because it's literally stupid. It's irrelevant.
No, you hear people talking like, oh, damn, she doesn't deserve to be that much. I hope we can get her out of there. You know what I'm saying?
The people that you will talk about this case are all females. All females.
Like I feel like they should have just gave her a year personally, and she just finished the year and then came home. You know what I'm saying? That's what I felt. But like it got played up to this propaganda with the whole thing. We overhyped her importance. Yeah. She's not that important. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. She is not that important for us to overhype her that we traded the Surgeon of Death. This man is literally Black Mask from Batman. This man is literally Lex Luthor. We traded a basketball player for Lex Luthor.
Also, I'll also, to be devil's advocate, I'll say this. What is it exactly that he did? What did he do?
He is equivalently Lex Luthor in real life.
He's a black merchant dealer, dude.
Okay.
He's a black. He's more dangerous than Osama bin Laden.
What? Oh, okay. Now, chill. Pause. Because now we going.
That's not chill.
Wait, no. Pause. No. Like y'all, like no. Please stop. Like he had people killed. Like he
He's the guy you go to when you need stuff to get that person killed. He's called the merchant of death because he has so much connections around the world, and if you need something, he got you. He is the weapon plug. I'm telling you, this man is Black Mask. Oh, you know Black Mask from Batman?
Okay. The only reason why I'm saying hold up is because one, as we've already identified within this conversation, the whole not scare tactic, but the blowing stuff up. Like we've seen that. We've seen that going.
It's not blown out of proportion. You don't just get a nickname worldwide as the. You don't just get a nickname for the Merchant of Death out of nowhere. Think of it this way.
Market dealer. He's been doing this for a very, very, very long time.
And he's known. So like it's literally considered that if you look at the research, it's literally considered that it's lucky that we caught him. See what I'm saying? So that's why we dead ass did not want to release him, and that's why they were fighting. And the fact of the matter is, if he wasn't important, they wouldn't have been fighting so hard to get him.
And then I guess this is my question: what is Russia going to do with him?
That's the issue. We traded Lex Luthor for a WNBA player, bro.
But what are they going to do with him? Are they going to punish him?
They're
punish him. They probably going to punish us.
Damn.
We gave them the merchant of death. This is literally something. This is like, I'm sorry to cut you off, Pat, but this is something dead ass off of Young Justice, bro. This is something off of DC Marvel Comics, my nigga. We made a prisoner swap. It's like in that episode of Static Shock when Static went to the future and they wanted to trade Static for Cobra. Except Static is one of the best DC heroes that they have. That's in the Justice League. You know what I'm saying? And so. Instead of picking up a Justice League, we picked up a sidekick. Imagine trying to give away.
We traded
Imagine trading Batgirl. Imagine trading Batgirl. Imagine this. Imagine trading Speedy. Imagine trading Speedy for Lex Luthor.
Okay.
It's like trading out Batman for like Superman for Robin.
Part of me, my bad, y'all, for not grasping everything. Cause like I don't know. I'm making assumptions as to where it's like. I'm trying to. The assumption that I made was that okay, maybe this trade makes somewhat sense. All right,
no,
it
doesn't make. You're trading away a military black market. Okay, go ahead, Patrick.
He's a black market merchant / dealer. He gets his hands on stuff that normally cannot get.
Yeah.
And he consistently trades him around. So, like, let's say if you're just some, like, underground dude and you need a gun. Like, let's say you wanted a rocket launcher. He can get you that rocket launcher for the right price. He could probably get you a tank for the right price. If you see what I'm saying?
He's a black market merchant.
He's literally Lex Luthor. We traded Lex Luthor.
Traded somebody with 1,000 IQ for somebody with 10, essentially.
Think of it this way. Imagine trading LeBron James, prime LeBron James. Matter of fact, imagine trading prime LeBron James for rookie Lonzo Ball.
Okay, I don't know, cause I don't mean to challenge you guys, or I don't mean to come off challenging in any way, cause when I first heard it, I was like, I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all said he's the Merchant of Death.
That's his nickname.
Merchant of Death. And I mean, I get the change. You know, Brittney for this guy. Did we at least get?
She is a civilian. No matter how you look at it, she's civilian. She's not military.
We're technically trading a military personnel for a fucking civilian.
That's literally what we're doing.
And so wait, pause. So this guy. Pause. So this guy, he works for Russia's military or something?
Well, not necessarily. But he's able to supply them.
Okay, I'm trying. Okay. Now I'm trying to think of a comparison.
Think of a spy infiltrating your country, right? Think of a spy infiltrating your country, being able to start a riot in your own country by selling your own countrymen weapons illegally, and making it so that you're having difficulty to do what you need to do because he is creating distrust and malice between inside.
He's creating
what does that do later on? That forces us to fight within. So if we're fighting within each other, it makes it difficult for us to fight what? The outside. See what I'm saying? So he can supply not only the people within, but people outside also these same goods.
Yep. That's what a black merchant is.
God.
It's like, imagine you had a weed man, a plug for anywhere, like that one plug plugged you anywhere across the state that you went to. That's it.
And think about it this way too, right? I'm telling you, he's a black market merchant. That doesn't just mean guns. That means people, drugs,
any and
other
everything.
stuff.
Okay.
Tanks, rocket launchers.
Like, it's the black market.
So any and everything.
He can get you. He can essentially get you fighter jets because the black market. He could do human trafficking if you wanted to, on some Young Justice season 2.
God damn.
You could build a harem off the black market, Loki. Like,
he can get you legit slaves.
Yeah, like legitimate slaves.
And all
you need a heart? I got you. I'll get you a working heart transfer.
That's what we. That's what we mean when you tell me he is a black market merchant. Not just weapons, anything.
Okay.
Anything.
Thank y'all for pointing that out, because I was thinking just like I was thinking he worked for them. I was thinking like he only did weapons, and then I was also thinking
That's
I was
why
like,
I said Lex Luthor. That's why I literally said Lex Luthor. Think of Lex Luthor with what it's like what he can do. He can get kryptonite. He can get people to do things for him. He can send this.
Think of him as like a self mercenary.
He sounds that way. Shit. And Russia's not gonna and Russia's not gonna punish him.
Why would they?
No.
They wanted him back.
All that resource. I mean, why not?
Putin was fighting to get him back.
To get him back.
Okay,
why would they just they didn't want him? They would have just. Why would
and
like
Brittney Griner, that dumb motherfucker?
They would have forced they could have had somebody kill him. Why not force somebody to kill him and silence him? He's been here for 25 years.
And that African American female was their ticket to get him back.
25 years, by the way.
Yep. And Brittney was their way to bring him back.
To the point where they didn't want to bring back our potential spy. Not even an actual
I was trying to make sense of this. What the never mind.
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm done.
We traded Lex Luthor for Lois Lane.
Someone who was
we traded Lex Luthor for Lois Lane.
Yeah, like we traded someone, and we traded someone who was actually guilty of what they were hit for.
Yeah.
Rather than someone who was accused and actually hit for the full sentence.
Imagine think of it this way. Imagine you traded your 99 overall LeBron James or Michael Jordan for a 40 overall or 60 overall.
God damn.
Right over then.
I'm just still.
That's how big of a downgrade it is.
Yes.
Damn.
I'm not. I'm still stuck
on.
I don't care how much you like a certain person, bro.
Weapon.
I understand humanitarian wise. Yes, but the thing is, the reason why, like I said before, this played out so well in their favor is because this got blown out of proportion. It should have never done it. Because look what happened with the actual spot. It didn't get blown out of proportion like that. He's been there for 3 years.
And then the other dude's been there for 16.
The American news is even telling you to not blow this out of proportion.
And that's exactly what they did.
The news, and that's coming from the news. When does the news ever fucking tell you that?
And that's the funny thing is that's a big red flag, because the news are the first one to blow it out of proportion.
If you have national
the news, bro. The news, the people that usually try to blow everything out of proportion, say, "Hey, yo, chill, you gotta chill."
If you have the actual news telling you to not blow this up, you probably fucking shouldn't.
I rest my case.
Like, I found that crazy that the lady said that on live TV.
And it's kind of like imagine if Thanos was like, "Oh, there's somebody that I would like." Think of it this way: Hulk was afraid of Thanos. Thor was afraid of Thanos. See what I'm saying? So it's kind of like on that. If the news is saying, "Hey, don't blow us out of proportion," it's like the Hulk not being mad at Thanos. He's getting scared at Thanos. That should let you know, oh shit, this is a big deal. See what I'm saying? It's essentially like that.
God.
Yeah. Like, if you have, and that's coming from the American news. That's why it's mind blowing.
That's why it's bad, because they want to blow everything out of proportion because it gets them views, it gets them stuff. They're like, hey, let's not blow this out of proportion, guys, so it doesn't give them leverage over us, guys.
Yep.
I think it's also like the fact that like the news outlet though. I feel like like some of them are like owned by like the same studio owners, and then like when you compare all of them, it's like they just say the same line, the same script. It's like
yes,
propaganda.
Yes, they do, but at the same time, if there's a news station that's saying no, don't do this, and you also got to remember this, right? The issue,
different news sources too.
Yeah, so like if you look at that way, and it's like, but the thing is though, as a company, if people are coming up with stuff, unfortunately they have to bring it up, or else they're gonna lose ratings. This is a big thing. So when the WNBAs were constantly going out of their way, feminist groups constantly going out of their way, saying this is not fair, we rally, get them out of here, get them out of here. You see what I'm saying? Then the news has to cover it. It's because if they don't, then they're potentially going to lose their job and not be able to provide for themselves. Because that's the whole point of news, to cover that shit. See what I'm saying? So now they have to cover it. So now that they're covering it, what does it do? It gives them that leverage that they originally said, hey, let's just wait to see what happens. It's kind of like essentially with the PS5, right? I'll put it this way with the PS5. When the PS5 first came out, people bought it and were reselling it, right? And more people are buying it for these outrageous amount of prices. But guess what? And it's continuously still around the 800 to 900 to 1,000 for just a regular PS5. Why is it still this big? Because there's people still buying them at this outrageous price. If everybody just let it crash and said, I'm not spending that money, then the resellers would be forced to sell it to near retail price, so that they could just break bank. See what I'm saying? So then people wouldn't have this issue. But because people are constantly buying it at this egregious amount, they're going to keep selling them and putting them for this egregious amount. So people are going to still find issues getting them and forced to buy them at this big amount. That's what happened here. Because the media said, hey, don't do this. Instead of not doing this, they kept doing it. So now we're forced to where we have to trade a civilian for a fucking war criminal, essentially.
Jeez, little freaking Louise.
It's kind of how like the value of a dollar in the U.S. is more important than in other places. It's kind of like that. So we forced her value.
It's like trading you for me, because you're a normal civilian, right? I'm ex-military. I'm a trained killer.
Yeah.
Damn.
So think of it this way, right? We increased her value. It's kind of like cryptocurrency. What's the highest cryptocurrency right now? Bitcoin, right? We made Bitcoin to the value it is right now. Even though there's other cryptocurrencies like Dogecoin and stuff like that, which we call troll coins. We call them meme coins. They're not worth the same as that. Why? Because we made cryptocurrency more worth than it actually is. It's just kryptonic money. Why is it worth so much? See what I'm saying? Because we gave it a value. We gave her value that she does not deserve, in my personal opinion. Does she deserve to be there? No, I feel like it's unjust. But the value of her over a war criminal, let's just keep that right. That is not. That's not it. Her versus the merchant of death. Her versus the merchant of death. You have to look at it this way. Like, this is what I'm saying. Look at it just like just numbers.
Wait, pause. What did we? Wait, I mean, I get he's the merchant of death. What did we get him on? Like what did we?
We were lucky to found him.
Oh no, I know, but what did we get him on?
Right here, I got you.
Because I know you mentioned Osama bin Laden, and that was the huge thing, and I was like, oh shit, damn, this dude must be man, that's one hell of a comparison. What the hell did this? Jeez Louise, the merchant of death. He got everything.
The Russian the merchant of death was exchanged to the prisoner swap. Who is Victor Brown of the USS? Victor Brown was consulted a DA in November 16, 2010, after being extradited to the U.S. on.
Extradited to the U.S. Okay.
Let me open it up here.
Wait, no, not how did. Hold up. Let me see. Is the question in mind?
Like, let's just look up. You'll see what we'll be able to see more about, right? A weapons manufacturer, former Soviet military translator, used multiple companies to smuggle arms from Eastern Europe to Africa to Middle East during the 1990s and early 2000s. While getting a merchant of death after British Minister Peter Hand read a report of the United Nations 2003 on Bow's wide-reaching operation, extensive clientele, and willingness to bypass embargoes.
Yeah.
In a U.S. thing, Bao was arrested in 2008 in Thailand on terrorism charge by the Royal Thai Police in cooperation with the American authorities and Interpol.
Oh shit. Okay.
And look, the minimum of 25 years because the crime was due to the operations thing. From 2012 until 2022, Bao was held until his early release for an American basketball player after she attempted to smuggle cannabis oil. Bao had served over 14 years in prison and before his release. He was supposed to be for the minimum 25 years. So he was at least 25 years. And we let him go. We let him go for about almost 15 years of that, just 14 years. At the bare minimum, he was supposed to do an extra 11 years. At the bare minimum, that's the minimum 25 years. While she was facing quote unquote maximum 10 years, he's facing a minimum 25 years. That's basically life.
God damn.
Am I wrong?
I'm not gonna lie, this is looking crazy about a second. So
exactly.
I'm gonna tell you this. When we get to the freaking homecoming party, this is really gonna look crazy. This is who we traded him for. It's damn. Cause now there's so much off. Oh Lord, this is
Now are you seeing the severity of it? How much of a downgrade it actually was for us?
Listen, yeah. I had an idea I heard
you had a gist of it, but you didn't realize the severity.
But y'all have given me like the full God damn. Who we traded for, who we left behind, who they got in exchange, what are they going to do with them? What are we going to do with her?
We'll get a basketball player back, but we'll leave two of my brothers behind.
Yeah. And if they really were spies,
then they would have killed them.
We could have got to prepare.
I'm not gonna lie. I think if they were spies in Russia, they actually probably wouldn't be alive.
I thought. That's what I just said. They would have killed them.
Let's say the worst spies that didn't kill them, right? Then just imagine the amount of intel that we could have used.
They're just keeping them two Marines longer to try and find some way to use them as a scapegoat for someone else. They
exactly. They're holding their cards. What's it called? Holding your cards. Forgot the statement. You know what I'm talking
playing
about,
the cards close to the vest.
Playing the cards close to the yeah.
Jeez, the freaking.
They're playing close to the table. They're keeping that shit face down.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, like that. Don't reveal all your cards. You feel me? And they just played us. They just beat us on some chess shit, bro. We just got kinged. They basically kinged us. They checkmated us. They checkmated us. And that's unfortunate. Word. That's what happened.
What?
And that's why I said this is bad, bro. This is bad, dog. Word to my mother. This is OD. This is OD, my G.
When I was hearing of a prisoner exchange, I was not thinking of this guy.
I'm not gonna lie. This has to be. I'm gonna make a joke that's pretty funny, but at the same time, it's dark humor. This has to be the worst trade in sports history,
bruh.
God damn. No, specifically, the woman, the W.
No, just in sports history. This is probably the worst trade in all of sports history, bro.
Definitely for the women's NBA. Definitely.
No, just in the men's NBA too, and just sports history, basketball, soccer, rugby.
I mean, listen. There's been some
history.
Listen, there's been some bad trades in the NBA and WNBA. I'ma just say that doesn't sound like something that's confined to either of those sports leagues. That sounds like a world. That sounds like a world trade category. That sounds like a damn. What the?
Worst trade in history.
The worst trade in sports history. The worst trade in history, probably, honestly. At the beginning of 2008, a USDEA performed informer claiming to present the. Look at this. supposedly independently of the CIA, negotiated with Bout for the supply of. See, so they went in a sting and an underground thing to like get stuff from him to supply. Look at this, air missiles. Back in 2018, they caught him because they caught him because he was literally because they like basically put this under like this under the cover operation where they wanted them to supply him 100 air missiles, and they used that as a way to catch him with the CIA.
They baited him.
They baited him into giving them into like trying to get 100 air missiles and armor-piercing rocket launchers to be parachuted into Bout agreed landing spots in Colombia.
Damn.
The imposters invited Bout to Thailand to meet their leader. So they caught him being mad sneaky, about to sell them armor-piercing rockets and air missiles.
And then they slammed his ass.
So like I said, they caught him luckily.
You want to know who he sounds like? He sounds like I don't think
Lex Luthor.
Like
Lex
what's his
Luthor.
name? Like yeah, him. What's his fucking Black Panther? What's his name? He ultimately got killed, but
John Bosco.
What's it called? What happened? Wait,
What,
no, like
which character are we talking about?
Warmonger?
No. Well, not Killmonger killed him, but what's his K? Hold on. I'm about to search it up.
Because this is definitely on some Lex Luthor shit. This is definitely some Lex Luthor shit. This man is Lex Luthor. Get away from trying to murder Superman and take over the world type shit. This is essentially what happened, dog.
Hold up.
Yeah,
this is Randall Savage. This is Randall Savage.
Like I said, we traded out like Superman and got Robin. Like
not even. We traded out Superman for Lois Lane.
We got Misty from Pokemon.
We got Lois Lane for Superman, dog. Lois Lane for Superman, dog.
I think Lois Lane could be used better.
No, she's not, bro. Lois Lane is the reason why Superman gets so many troubles.
Claw.
She's useless.
That's his name.
I may not be talking about I might be talking about some other things, Virgil, but we're not gonna delve into.
Yeah, Claw.
Man, it's Superman. If he could get anybody he wanted. Let's keep it a buck.
No, I was talking. I'm in chat right now. Hunter was like, Misty could be useful for certain things. I'm like, I think an actual human being with bigger jugs would benefit that situational awareness.
To be fair, Ash doesn't want Misty. The amount of times Ash roasted Misty for being ugly, bro, in the original Pokemon is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Staryu didn't even want to see her face. That motherfucker would shoot water at her the whole time.
And she got side.
I don't even say it. I was expecting some dumb.
Jeez, well, damn. Thank y'all for the information. Jeez.
Yeah. Now you. How do you feel about this situation now, Rob? I want to hear your opinion. I want you to just give an unfiltered opinion.
Now, what do you think of the trade-off?
It is insanely stupid, and the world's gone to Christ.
Like you see what I mean by this is not bad. Like on a scale to 1, how fucked are we? Very. Because like they wouldn't just want him just to want him. Because if anything, they could just have someone try to kill him and be done with it. If they just wanted to get rid of him, see what I'm saying? There'd be no need to go out of their way to get him here. See what I'm saying? It would just be easier to just have somebody to just try to infiltrate and kill him. That would be a lot easier than just doing this. There's ways that they could have tried to get to him instead, especially since it's been almost 15 years. See what I'm saying? There's
something like that.
There has to be other ways. That means that he is an asset, especially with connections. Because if he gets out of there, if he gets out of there, it shouldn't be that hard for him to just get up with some of those connections.
That is
Exactly.
that's the thing too, and that was the main question in my mind that I needed answered, because I was like, I mean, I get that, U.S. and Russia, we ain't the best of friends. I thought that, I I honestly, I didn't know what to. I saw it going one of two ways. Either he is an asset, or they themselves are looking to punish him. Just because it's like, okay, that's a Russian citizen, like
He's considered the surgeon of death. If they're looking to punish him for information he had, I think they would have tried multiple times within the past 14 years.
I think.
Well, I mean, and looking at it from a realist standpoint, maybe Russia wants him back so they could fuck him up themselves for him getting caught and fucking up on his.
That could be the case, but if that's being the case, I don't think they're gonna do that because he's more useful to them.
No. This is what I think. Overall, because this sounds like some shit in
then
movie.
It would have gave us the spies too. But if that's the case, then we could have leveraged the spies more. That's what I'm saying.
At the same time, like Russia doesn't want to help us. What I think is the case is he is an asset for them. I don't know what may happen to it. Might be one of those things where they may use him until he has no purpose.
Yes, that's how the Russian army
that's how Russia works.
That's how it works. That's how it works. But that's what I'm saying. The fact of the matter is, if they're going out of this way this much, where they wouldn't give us like these non-spies, because they would have killed spies. Let's be real. The fact that he's there, he's not a spy, bro. Or
if they had concrete evidence, some guys were spies, they would have been toast already.
See what I'm saying? So it's like, and even if they didn't, they could have found ways to just ask them. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Fuck.
So that's why I'm saying it's like, no, dude.
Yeah, my mind is fried after that one. Jeez Louise.
Damn.
Well,
over here.
Back to this one. Let's finish this so we can get to the after party. Oh, bro.
Strongly denies. Whelan's family later raised concerns about his safety, which I asked the Secretary of State about last week.
Working to bring him home, to bring Brittney Griner. This is again what we see Russia doing in terms of abusing the very basic understandings that countries have had when it comes to having access to our citizens who are being detained.
Those familiar with these very hard negotiations say that the Russians absolutely refused to release Paul Whelan without getting a Russian spy in return. But the U.S.
See? So the U.S. refused to give another Russian asset besides the one that they mentioned for Brittney Griner. And the reason why I say this is probably because the huge backlash that we're getting from all of these groups for Brittney Griner.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So they're probably like, because of that, they know that the Americans are on a tight stick. So they're like, hey, give us that guy for Brittney Griner. No discussion. You want anybody else? You have to give me more. And they're like, damn, I can't give them confirmed spies for guys that aren't even confirmed spies.
Yeah.
On top of that, we're already making a huge thing. If it's not for this Brittney Griner thing, especially, we're gonna have huge backlash. It's not making it even worse. But me personally, fuck it, might as well make it worse. You already made it bad. You dipped you stepped in shit. You might as well dip your whole foot in it. At this point,
fuck, that's a really tricky call to fucking make, because all that giving away the merchant of death is fucking bad in itself.
Yeah, but you already put your foot in the water. Keep going.
But I don't even know at this point, because then giving away confirmed spots.
It's already bad as it is. You might as well get as much out of it, or it's like a two-way. Like, you're already fucked up. At this point, you might as well get the most out of it so that you can plan a strategic retreat or whatever, or just dip your shit in it and then hope for the best.
There's a whole bunch of ways to. I don't even. Jeez Louise.
We will never know because of what's going on. We will never know what's going on. But it's like, damn. It's like kind of this way. Like, I know this is a low ball to it, but like, damn, I accidentally cut my hair a certain way, so now like it doesn't look right. I might as well go bald. That's how a lot of people are seeing. See what I'm saying? I messed up my hairline. Damn, I might as well go bald. See what I'm saying?
Well, shit. If there's enough noise made about those two, like,
there's not gonna be enough noise. Because
look
how long it's been. It's been 3 years. There's not enough noise. If enough within less than a year, look how much noise was made for Brittney Renner. No, look how much noise has been made for Brittney Griner in less than a year. This man has been wrongfully detained for 3 years. There's not gonna be any noise.
But the only reason Brittney Griner got out was because of all the feminists in the WNBA crying. That's literally the only reason she got out.
Because believe it or not, the whole thing that women want to say, smash the patriarchy, it's been smashed. It's been smashed.
Man.
It's been smashed.
It's been smashed for a long fucking time now.
Women's voices and overweigh ours. And it's clearly shown today with what happened.
Wait, we had a say in the first, what?
I rest my case.
Okay, the moment of the entire podcast right there. I rest.
Yeah, like I don't wanna be that guy, but I'm just gonna be honest, bro.
No,
I'm gonna keep. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy because I gotta be facts, bro. And like
I'm a guy. We could be those guys.
Like in fact, like I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I try like I said this. I try to see both sides, and I try to be, you know what I'm saying? Because you see me. I try to see both sides, and I want to understand. But I'm gonna keep it a buck though. Like it's one of those things where it's like you can't look at both sides, bro. It's bad. It should have been. Me personally, sucks Brittney Griner, but I'm not trading the merchant of death for you.
Yeah, I'm not going. So, like I thought, the whole time, like I heard what was. I was trying, so I was trying to, like, I was like, okay, maybe they got a reason. Maybe they got something, all right? Okay, so they did this because this is really what's going to happen. Or this is really the case. And I
don't know. Maybe they have some secret thing for him, like a secret implant and all these other stuff that they do. Maybe put in their food,
perhaps not even that, but just this other. You know how this is one big chess game. They got pieces. I don't. Maybe they got pieces that we don't know about. This shit in play. Just as I almost called them USSR, but just like Russia is scheming, hell, US is also scheming too. So it's just. But things is so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So hopefully, I'm just saying this. Hopefully, there's some stuff going on. I don't know, but I'm just saying if there isn't, and they just did this because they're just tired of the backlash between the feminist groups, the WNBA,
because that's what it sounds like,
and they feel bad, then this is GG's, and it just shows how much the world has gone to sugar, honey, iced tea, because trading Lois Lane for Lex Luthor is crazy.
Now, I'm gonna say this. Maybe not the entire world, but definitely the Western world, because
the U.S. is fucked.
Yeah. Well,
if this is a thing to shine for show, the U.S. is fucked. I'm dead ass. Like, word to my mother, the U.S. is fucked. Like, like dead ass. Like, I need you to really think about this, right? Like, yeah. I'm like dead ass. I need you to really think about it. If we're trading someone of that importance, right? Of that importance, that he got the name Merchant of Death, that it took us a tough sting to caught, and he's supposed to be for at the minimum 25 years, bro. And he hasn't even, and he's only served about half of that, a little over half of that sentence, and we gave him away for a basketball player, bro.
And then,
and
not
you know what's
to
the
mention,
worst part?
I think this is
that basketball player, and I'm gonna say this, right? This is gonna piss some people off, bro. We traded him for a mid basketball player. We didn't trade him for Kobe, LeBron, Michael Jordan, or Shaq or something. We traded him for a mid basketball player, bro, to make things even worse.
And then not only that, a basketball player that's not even.
If you wanna think about it this way, Drip. If you wanna make this a million times worse, he was the one we traded, right?
Yeah.
They were requesting different people. Okay, so that's telling me, which I'm gonna tell you, that he was the U.S. went through every kind of possible outcome, and they determined that this guy was the least of their worries out of the people we have.
He's the least? Oh, what the fuck, man? Okay.
We have you got to remember, this guy, he's not part of the actual Russian army. We have actual Russian spies detained, bro.
They refused to give, and they said for us to get our accused spy, we have to trade our actual spies.
Their actual spies back to them. For
so
two
that's
that
what
aren't
so
even...
this so he's probably the least of the worries, and that's what's the bad part. The Merchant of Death is probably the least of our worries.
God damn! I'm telling that the lineup that we got up in the lineup.
You look at it from go ahead. From the realist point of view, we have bigger threats that we still have detained that are part of Russia.
And the fact that this guy who has this is what I mean. So the fact that's why I said like shit. If we're just like that's why I said like that made that thing like damn you fucked up your hairline, you might as well shave your whole head, like that being that has some truth to it where it's like damn, maybe this is the best. Let me finish. I'm gonna elaborate on maybe this is the best decision that we could have done. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm just saying hopefully there's other things in play because like me personally I made a hyperbolic statement, right? Yeah. So I to an extent. That was a hyperbolic statement that I don't 100% agree with. That's just me, like, hyping it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's kind of worse, like, yeah, this is bad. Because if they were willing to trade us that for Brittney Griner, imagine the other things. Because it could be, that he is the least of the worries, or the matter of fact that he wasn't the least of the worries. He could have not been. This is another statement. Like I said, I look at both sides. It could be that he wasn't the least of their worries. Yeah. He was their main focus the entire time, and they were trying to get anything else that they could have for the other guys they have. But they clearly didn't value them as much as him, which is why they made him the main focus for the Brittney Griner trade after taking her. Yeah. So they could have wanted him in the first place the entire time. So he could actually not be the worst. He could actually be the worst, and they got him because they made us overvalue Brittney Griner. Just think about it that way. It's kind of like before you trade somebody in the NBA, you want to increase their trade value so that when you trade them, you get more out of it. That's essentially what they did.
Yeah, like it's that's a. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. Talk.
I was about to say that was an interesting. I was again under like looking at it from the angle of we traded them exactly who they want, and not only that of our people. Russia-wise, that we have, I thought that he was the most dangerous.
He could be. That's the thing, though. It's two sides of it. He could be the most dangerous, and that's why they hyped up Brittney Griner, or it could be that he's the least dangerous.
If you look at any scenario from a realist standpoint, you could see how there could be a lot of actual different outcomes than what you actually expect. If you look at it from a realistic side of view.
If we look at it realistically, like Pat was saying, it's either he is the person that they wanted, and that's why they forced our hand with the Brittney Griner situation, but they wanted to see if they can get anything else. Since we were desperate, they're trying to see if they can get anything else. That's my take on it. That's what I look at it as. You know what I'm saying? However, Pat is looking at it the other way, which is another good one, which is that maybe this whole Brittney Griner thing was just a setup for them to get the true one they wanted. However, the U.S. wasn't willing to give that. Yeah. So those are the two ways that we can look at it. And to be honest, it's a 50-50 for both.
There's still even more different possible outcomes.
Yes. These are just the most common outcomes.
Those are just two of them.
Yes, the most common outcomes that we can think about.
Now we gotta play Doctor Strange to figure out what the other outcomes were possibly. And I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna cut to this part. Brittney I almost called her Renner.
Griner, yeah, because there's someone named Brittney Griner who's literally in the thing as much as her. That's why I kept saying Griner. Like, bro, but Brittney Griner, honestly, she made some changes in her life now. She's owning up to her stuff, so I got to give her props on that. But this is about Brittney Griner.
Now, I'm gonna just say, basketball players coming from the U.S., please, y'all, be fucking aware. The last thing this was one of those fuck ups. But although even though it focusing from that perspective of the trade of the Merchant of Death, it was already something when we were just focusing on Brittney Griner. But this I don't know how long we've been talking about this strand of the conversation, But just this part of focusing on Victor, that's a whole nother that's a whole nother game even within itself.
Dimension.
Overall, people be aware. I don't all of this because somebody forgot that they had fucking cartridges, or
Rob,
they
are you still alive? You have anything you want to say, boy?
Nah. I mean, I just thinking my thoughts is like this whole thing is pretty stupid. And like you said, like
mention your thoughts
aware.
then. Speak your thoughts, bro. Rob,
Yeah,
we're all
No,
here.
I don't got much to say.
That's why
I'm
we're
just like
doing
letting
this.
you all know. I mean, just like with the whole like trade and everything, like for the basketball player, for like the black merchant. It's like, why, dude? And then it's like, there's so many, like you said, there's like so many scenarios that you could think of. Maybe he could be dangerous, he could be not. But then I just think, like, he could potentially be dangerous if he had that source to give to Russia. And potentially, if Russia were to like band together with China, then this whole like nuclear war outcome would have happened. That would be like the worst possible outcome. But
you gotta think about it. The reason why we're decent in China is because we're just too strong. People fear us because we're too strong. But but the thing is, if multiple different people, because China's it's pretty much this whole thing that China's have spies here for in our place. There's this whole thing going around, right?
Yeah.
So imagine they do, and Russia has spies as well, and the Russians team up with the Chinese, and then they also give the Merchant of Death. So like he probably still has some contacts, and he's probably could have been keeping up in some way with other people. Imagine if he's able to recontact with those people and the new people that he's probably gonna get with both of those people. Imagine that, bro.
Like old ops fucking with new ops, essentially.
Imagine
I was about
that,
to say,
bro.
yeah, there's a whole, I guess something that I don't know if this term is already a thing, but it seems like an invisible war, just of the superpowers doing everything in their power to gain another advantage. Because just as China and Russia have spies, I do think that we have spies too.
Well, and like here's the thing, right? Well, and like here's the thing. Like you say superpowers, but by technicality, we're still technically the only superpower.
Yeah, they can't fuck with us. But the thing is, if they all band together, we're probably fucked.
But with Putin, what he did recently, he revived NATO, and we added 2 more countries onto NATO. So he kind of revived our alliance, essentially.
To an extent, but the thing is, we all know that let's keep people up. These alliances are finicky. The moment one of them feels like they have power over the other one, they are going to trample over it.
There's one thing, if there's anything that I've kept in mind, learning a little bit of political science at college, when it comes to these powers operating, these countries operating in itself, there's one term that's always used: anarchy. Because although the U.S. is a superpower, technically the only superpower, and there's other powerful countries, there is no world police.
Yeah, and like that's the
thing. The strong dictate the rules. I'll say it again. The strong dictate the rules. This is like, it sucks when we really think about it, but there is no right or wrong technically. Like morally speaking, yes. But when it comes to wars and stuff like that, there technically is no right or wrong. There ain't no fucking Bushido. There's not no anime. Ain't no fucking warrior Nindo way. No Takebayo. There's none of that shit. Right? Like let's keep it a buck, bro. Let's just keep it a buck when it comes down to this, bro. At the end of the day, dog, it is the strong who dictate it. Yeah. Whoever wins on top is them who subjugates the weak and tells them what rules are going to be happening.
What to do, what not to do. This shit is.
Which is why a lot of people fear us, because we're the only. And I'm not saying we're invincible by any means, but
I tell you, this didn't help.
We're the only country that can fight globally on 2 different fronts.
But what if like we have 4 different fronts and inside issues? And that's the whole thing with the Merchant of Death. The fact that he could have created problems inside, and then to the point where we couldn't have fought 2 different fronts. Imagine if he did something like that, because we'd be fighting 3 different fronts, our own fronts plus 2 fronts outside. Imagine if he caused something like that. Man, and the fact that he could get 100 air missiles and armor-piercing rockets.
There's definitely more where he could get it from. Well,
no, but that's what I'm saying. The fact that he was able to do that in early 2000,
Imagine
is an issue. Imagine now, dog.
But
Yeah,
and then it's still the whole hypothetical. Like we still playing Doctor Strange because we're
But
assuming like.
you also
Go ahead.
you also don't have like don't fucking let it freak you out too, because like remember, like he's only human. We've caught him once. But
He can't be
chances
caught
are
again.
he could get outsmarted again.
But the issue with this one is for someone who's the merchant of death, who's been escaping it for so long, he's more than likely going to be it's going to be harder to catch. Let's keep it a book.
Well, it will be harder to catch him since he's going to be going back to Russia.
He's going to be going back to Russia. He's going to be up to date. And now that he knows where he fucked up at, yes, you might have new techniques and stuff like that, but who's not to sign that they don't have new techniques now? See what I'm saying? Because they quote unquote caught one of our spies. See what I'm saying?
It's still overall, even when we're going down these different lanes, there's still assumptions that's being made. We're still assuming that he's going to become even more dangerous than he already is.
Why wouldn't he?
He been locked up for a long time. Well, actually, I'm gonna just say this. I don't know why he wouldn't be. But to be honest, I can't give you a factor. But
because I'll put it this way, right?
Yeah.
Habits, right? Based off of the habits we do. If you have a habit of biting your fingernail, right? And you're okay with biting your fingernail, other people be like, "Oh, that's nasty," but you're okay with that. Are you gonna change just because other people said that? No, because if it makes you happy, you feel good, and that's what you mess with. You're gonna do it regardless. It's kind of like your girl. Imagine if your friends think your girl's ugly. You don't care what your friends think. If your girl treats you right and you actually love your girl and she's everything for you, you're not with her for your friends. You're with her with you. So what your friend says is irrelevant. If anything, you're probably gonna ditch those friends and find new friends that respect you and your boundaries and what you love, right?
Habits are extremely hard to break.
So think of it that way.
Wait, hold on. What was the point that you were trying to make with that?
The point that I was making with that is the fact of the matter is that if that person that's what he believes in and that's what he wants to do and that's his habit or his style, it doesn't matter what other people do, even if he does get locked up. If that's his mindset, that's what he's going to do, what he's going to do when he leave.
Exactly.
Right back at it again.
I don't know.
It's kind of like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. This overall shit, hell. I don't even mean to say
we did release him on good behavior, by the way.
What happened?
Because we released people on good behavior. He was supposed to get up to 25, and we had no talks about him being released.
Yeah.
Until we were forced to. So that means that you can't just. So that means that there's more than likely there was no chance he was getting released on good behavior. Get it?
I to be honest with you, that being an international thing, that whole good behavior doesn't sound like it's in the talks anyway.
Exactly. So and for you.
Oh, hello? Is my Wi-Fi acting up? Oh.
Mental wiring and thinking that we have.
Old dog, new trick.
That is to the point like there's no way he's just gonna turn a new leaf.
Oh no.
There is a let's keep it a buck. It's like if I told you this, like what I told some females this, right? If you're in a helicopter and we told you just jump off this helicopter, no parachute, 30 feet into the air, you have a 0.1% chance of survival. Are you gonna do that?
Yeah.
No. No, you're not gonna do that. If I tell you, hey, now just listen to this. All jokes aside, because it's a serious topic, man. Come on. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. Come on, please.
Hello. Wait, can you guys hear me?
I'm trying to. We're trying to. I can hear you. We're trying to have a serious conversation, Pat. Please don't do that because that derails the conversation. Like right now, it's a serious thing. Please.
Wait, no. I hear what you're saying. My thing wasn't that he's gonna stop. It was just that. Also to go. I think Pat was the one who made the point. Like, if he got stopped before, he can get stopped again. Like I think that he's going to be powerful.
But if you know how you got stopped before, wouldn't that mean
but
that you're
also at the same time,
it?
like you're making the assumption, of course, okay, he's gonna learn from his mistakes. I'm pretty sure he is, but also in us assuming that he's gonna get greater. Well, also it also seems like you're making the assumption that even though the U.S. fucked up in this situation,
we're getting greater too. But you got to remember, someone like him is way beyond the minds. That's what I said. Someone like him, for him to reach this level, he has to be so psychologically removed from life to the regular wiring of life. That's why I said finding him the way we did before. We don't know how many years that we had to implant people to finally get it.
And then not only that, like it was like not even just him, just in general. It took a long time before. I was about to say Pablo got caught. But yeah, just that whole field, that area, for whoever it is that has been caught, it's taken a long time before they did get caught. It took a long time before Osama got caught. It took a long time before El Chapo got caught. It took a long time before a number of them got caught.
And the reason why I say the reason why I say he could be more dangerous than Osama is, think of this way, right? We killed Osama, right? Because of how dangerous he was.
Yeah.
Why didn't we kill him? Because the repercussions. There's probably repercussions that stop us from doing it.
Yeah.
We'll probably deal with more shit for killing him than keeping him alive. So wouldn't it just be better to keep him alive till he rots and then dies of natural causes instead of creating an international incident?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you get it what I mean?
Jeez Louise. All because of less than a gram of what?
Weed.
Hashish. I forget what the oil is, but
cannabis oil, bro.
No. Wait, what was the? It started. I mean, it is cannabis, but the H word, hashish.
Hemp. Hash, hashish, or hashin.
Yeah, whatever it is.
The hash slinging slasher oil.
Jeez
this
Louise.
is so bad, dude, man. This is so bad, dude.